So first things first, I'm going to be using my Bea Puree primer. And I'm just going to, let's see, let me adjust my mirror. And I'm just going to grab a flat brush and just apply it all over the eyelid. Now, I've mentioned before, the reason you want to wear primer is because it makes your colors brighter and it helps your eyeshadow last all day. And it also helps so it doesn't crease or smear throughout the day. And I can't find my fluffy brush, so I'm just using a flat brush just to set that. This is really just going to ensure that the cream base is not moving throughout the day. Alright, then you're going to grab any fluffy brush that you have. And as fluffy, I mean blending brush. The bigger the brush. Just kidding. I was going to say something. Never mind, just kidding. And I'm going to be using Saddle by MAC. Now this is one of my favorite transition colors because it is brown, but it has almost like a red-orange undertone, which makes it very beautiful for transition colors. And I'm just going to be going on the crease windshield motion back and forth. And a transition color is like a color that helps bring all the colors together. So normally you would apply those on the crease. So for example, if I'm doing this right now and I'm gonna somehow end up putting black and I'm gonna be putting more red, this is a perfect color just to kind of blend everything together, from the black to the transition color to the red. So always use a transition color. I suck at pronouncing things, you guys. Like, I'm a very smart person. I went to school, graduated with honors, college was easy, but I suck at pronouncing things, and that is one of the things Jose is always like, I can't believe you did this and you went here and you did this and that, but you can't talk. And I'm like, sorry, it's not my fault. It's the Mexican in me. Mexican in me. I'll be using the NYX 8-Bit Pop eyeshadow palette. I purchased this a couple months ago and I've used it a couple times, but it is super pretty. Like, you have some, you know, blues and yellows and turquoise, and it's just, you can create so many looks with this palette. So I was really excited when I picked this one up. I'm going to go in with this shade right here, and I'm just going to build up on the crease. And then I'm just going to grab some of this brown right here using the same brush. I'm not switching brushes. I haven't switched brushes because this little guy right here, if it focuses, is awesome. And this brown, I'm just going to focus on the outer corner of my eye. Alright, so you should have something like that. Then I'm just going to be grabbing just a regular eyeshadow brush, a flat brush. And I'm going to go in with this nude pale color right through here. And I'm just going to pack it on my eyelid. And then just with the same blending brush, I'm just going to go in and lightly blend out any lines that I created. Using the Champagne Pop little collection palette here. And I'm just going to go in with Champagne Pop and Pearl. Dust those off. And just highlight the brow. I am a huge fan of highlighting the eyebrow. You don't want too much, but you do want just a little bit. I'm going to be doing a winged eyeliner. And then I'm going to apply my eyelashes and I'll be back. So next we're just going to work on the face. I did get a tan. We did go to Jamaica and I've been feeling like my foundation is just a little bit too light for my skin tone now. So I'm going to be mixing some foundation up. Sorry, that was me. Bella, that was me. I am so upset. Like, I need to organize everything because I lose everything super fast. But the thing is, like, when I'm doing my makeup, like, I'll need one thing, so I grab one thing, and then I do another, and I grab another thing. So I'm always just kind of grabbing makeup and putting it everywhere, and then when I really need something at that moment, I never can find it. Anyways, so we're going to be mixing our foundation. I'm going to be going in with this Fit Me Shine Free foundation. It's a little stick, and it's more of a caramel tone. This one is in Cappuccino. And I'm just going to go in and apply it everywhere. And I'm going to go in with my regular 310 Fit Me foundation. Which this is the one that I feel like it's a little too light for me at the moment, as you can probably see. Once it's on, it oxidizes and it's not bad, but ain't nobody got time for that, you know what I mean? I'm just going to be using just a regular buffing brush. This one's from Real Technique. Some Fix Plus, and just kind of go in circular motions, buff it out. Buff, 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 buff. I also purchased this not that long ago. This one is the Dream Velvet Soft Matte Hydrating Foundation by Maybelline. This is the second darkest shade they have, or they had. I don't know if they have any more new colors, but when I got it, this is what they had. It is way too light for my skin tone, but it is perfect for concealer. So, I'm just going to be grabbing my foundation brush. I applied some on the back of my hand. And just going to conceal under the eyes. And now this is more like super ultra what's that word I'm looking for? Full coverage. So this is more full coverage. So I just grabbed a little bit and I'm just lightly blending it. This is really, really full coverage. So even though it was too light as a foundation, it is perfect to conceal and highlight with. Now, the darkest foundation that they had, it was way too dark and way too orange for my skin tone. So that is why I didn't even bother to pick it up. So I did swatch both of them. And now, just with my beauty blender, I am going to go in and dab, 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 dab. This weekend, Jose and I went to go do a few things for our wedding, and I have 3 dresses that I absolutely love, and I gotta pick one by next week because the wedding's right around the corner. And he got his suit and everything. He's gonna look so handsome, my baby. So this is when I apply some of the Bare Minerals translucent powder just to set all the foundation that I have underneath and make sure it doesn't crease. Now, for my favorite part, we're going to be making, I'm going to be using the Laura Mercier translucent powder. Our anniversary is October 3rd, and we were really hoping to get married on October 3rd because we thought, you know, we'd keep it simple, we'd never forget. It's our anniversary, like that's the day we started dating. So we should just do it right. But this year is leap year, so October 3rd turns out to be a Monday. So we're not getting married on a Monday. So we're going to do October 1st. And I mean, when we celebrate our wedding or anniversary, we can just celebrate it all together. So I'm going to be using Medium Tan by Milani. I'm just going to carve out my cheekbones. And this year, I think it's our, like, 3rd year living together. Time goes by so fast. We are not the traditional couple that got married before we moved out. I don't think there's nothing wrong with it. Simply, back when I was 19 years old, I did not want to get married. Jose and I have been together going on 7 years. So we did not want to get married. We knew we loved each other. We knew we wanted to be with each other. But we weren't so sure about the whole marriage part. So we decided, hey, let's move in together. You know, moving in together is not the easiest choice. But let's see where it takes us. Let's see what happens. And if it's God's will, we will end up getting married, you know, blah, blah, blah. So, last year, he proposed to me, and I know it's been such a long time, but we were just kind of waiting to get a little older to do things. He's 25, I'm 21 now. So, we're just kind of waiting to get a little older to do things. I didn't want to be 19 and married. That kind of scared me back in the day. You know, I was like, how am I going to be 19 and married? Like, and there's nothing wrong with that. I personally just didn't want to be married at 19. So, I'll be 22. Alright, so I let this kind of set all over my face. I'm just going to carve out the cheekbones once again. And I'm going to take all of this off. And I'm going to finish my under eye makeup. I'm going to be using just a regular nude pencil. And I'm just going to apply that on the waterline. Now what the nude pencil is going to do, it's going to make your eyes appear bigger. If you use white or nude, it's going to make your eyes appear bigger and more open. and take everything off. Now for blush, I'm going to be using, this is called Sweet as Cocoa by MAC. And it's a very dark color. So just one time. Okay, that was like three times. On the apples of the cheek, going back. Again. We have a very light skin tone. I do not recommend this color on you. I would recommend it like maybe to just bring out your contour a little bit, but not as blush, because it is very powerful and it will kind of overtake everything. As you can see, just because of the shadow, it looks like I completely stopped, but it's splendid, I promise. So that looks really bright pink berry boost by Maybelline. It's the first time I'm using this on camera, so I tried it on the other day. So first things first, it is very creamy, like, oh, I love it. It is super creamy, super hydrating on the lips. Super pigmented. I think my autoplay is not on autoplay. So with this look, I created a very simple eyeshadow, more like eyeliner than anything, and you can pair it up with any bold lipstick. That was the video that I had created last Wednesday or Thursday, that my eyelash was looking all funny. So this is the final result with this lip color. This is a very beautiful color. I absolutely love it. I love the formula of this. The only thing is that it does not dry. So even though it's very pigmented, it stays glossy. It does say that it's a vivid matte liquid, but it does not dry. So if you absolutely need it to dry, just grab a little bit of your, setting powder, translucent powder, apply it on the lips, like so. I usually use a brush, but my finger decided to do its own thing today. So this is all you really need to do. and that makes it into a matte lipstick. So this is the final look, you guys. Very settled eye look with very bold look.